Hi everybody, I decided to do all the videos I'm going to do pretty much today, right now, back to back. I might do one a little bit later, but not too late. So, but I'm going to cover all the court cases I'm covering at this point in this video. So it might be around 10 minutes like the last one, because I plan to do about a couple minutes every case. But I want to do a thorough, give you a lot of information. So it might be a little bit longer, but I don't really intend to do like 10 minutes, you know? Okay, so the first case we're going to talk about is the Austin Thompson case. Um, Now, this is just a sentencing phase. This is day 6, and apparently what they do is they have about 2.5 hours of court, and it happens really early in the morning for me, so it's kind of good because I can look at what happened in court in about 2 hours. And I don't watch the whole thing. I just piece out the witnesses and stuff, and so I can give you those kind of details. Okay, today they had on a doctor, another doctor. They had two teachers, two of his past teachers, and one other guy who heads the youth detention, whatever. So yeah, 4 people, but I don't think they've proven anything. Like, I don't think they've shown like, oh yeah, he was a good guy or a good kid, because he was a good he got good grades, but that doesn't make you a good person if you make good grades or not. You know what I mean? So yeah. Anyway, okay, on to case number 2. And I'm gonna have more info on this one. The Georgia versus the Faust, which I live in Georgia, so this is local to me, and that's kind of part of my interest, but also the cold case factor is also part that piques my interest a little bit. But as I said before, I want the right person to be um, tried and convicted, and I don't think this is the case here because okay, now if you remember, I said that it doesn't look like the defendant should be the defendant. Okay, well, I now fully believe this man is not guilty of anything. This is my opinion and my belief. Okay, but the reason I say this, and I have evidence and backup to prove my thoughts here. Okay, in court today, they showed a video of the interrogation at the police station. Okay. When they said they asked him a lot of questions, first of all, according to, I don't know who, but somebody else, they didn't tell him the charges. They didn't do any of the right procedural stuff, you know? So that makes me feel kind of shady from the beginning, right? Okay, number 2, when they did ask him questions, they involved some evidence and some information that should not have been involved in it. They took major leaps in the interview interrogation process. Okay, and then also, just because I'm thinking about it, to anybody out there in the US, I'm talking about the US because I live here. Um, if you ever get questioned by the police, don't say anything. If they want you to say something, you say, I need a lawyer. I want a lawyer. I need a lawyer. Because anything you say can be used against you. And I know they say that, but it's really true. I've seen it happen a bunch, okay? So don't say anything. Because, like this guy, they're using stuff he said, kind of, and it doesn't look right because he they said, which now I'm starting to believe they didn't have any physical evidence against this guy, meaning DNA or anything like that. This is just my belief, okay? Because when they said we found your DNA or whatever in her house, he had the reaction of someone who's not guilty. What I mean by that is most people would say, "Oh, okay, whatever." This person was like, "No, no, what do you mean? What do you mean?" And he was like yelling. Okay, I have never seen this kind of interrogation and like the way the person reacted in my life. That says to me, points more to not guilty than guilty. And then also he said, "Oh, so you're gonna act like you're gonna pin it on me or something like that." He literally said it, but it was like under his breath, so you really had to pay attention to hear it. It's really weird. But I heard it, I swear. Okay. Okay, case number 3. Paul Canero. This is the New Jersey case. And okay. So we're on day 18 in this one. And when I say cluster F, I mean cluster F. This thing has been the whole time. Okay, now the defense lawyers are, oh my God, bad. Okay, I've talked about this before, but she cannot ask a decent question to save her life. Okay, that's part 1. And that has been evident since day, I don't know what, like 7, 8. I'm like, this chick cannot ask a question. She's supposed to be a lawyer. My God. Okay. Then part 2. We all have wardrobe, right? Okay, now my wardrobe is casual, but I'm home. If I was a lawyer, I'd be in some kind of suit, a business suit, a nice skirt and whatever. You know what I mean? Appropriate professional clothing. This chick was in a romper thingy and it was too high waisted for her body. It just didn't look right. And then she had on like a pleather looking jacket. It's just the look was all wrong. And no, I'm not saying that the person, well, it's 99% clear. He's most likely did it, but but yeah, and also, okay, so defense goes first, and the state goes last. This woman, who I call Kim K, because she looks just like Kim Kardashian, I swear to God. Okay. She has been on the stand talking for at least 3 hours. At least. No joke. 3 hours. So imagine hearing somebody talk and they don't know how to talk for 3 hours. It's a wonder I'm still sane. And then the state will go after her. So, but at least we're in closings. So that means they're going to have the closing today, probably have the charging conference, which means how do you want everything worded tomorrow? And probably give it to the jury tomorrow. Depends on how long the charging conference is. But there you go. 3 cases in under 10 minutes. Bye, everybody.